Hello everyone, my name is Tina Melo. For those that are going to be listening that do not know who I am, the initiative, and I'm about to show you the credentials that I have. This is me at the Rhode Island State House in the middle with the long hair and a suit. That was the day that I received this citation. As you can see, it's probably backwards because of that, but I will read what it says. In 2014, I graduated from PLTI, which is a Parent Leadership Training Institute. And the reason why I was called in was not only because of the creative educational system that I developed since 2011, but it's also because of the safety of children. And I will read this. It's the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation. Citation. Be it hereby known to all that the Rhode Island House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Tina Melo in recognition of the outstanding achievement of your graduation from the Parent Leadership Training Institute and wishing you continued success as an advocate for children and becoming a strong voice for the next generation. The entire membership extends to a very best wishes on a memorable occasion, expresses the hope for continued good fortune. Given on the 29th day of May 2014 at the State House in Providence, Rhode Island, proposed by Representative Stephen M. Casey, signed by Nicholas A. Matello, Speaker of the House, John J. DeSimone, Majority Leader, and Brian C. Newberry, Majority Leader. So as you can see, I am a real advocate. So for those that have been watching me, I'm not just a fashion design teacher, graduate from Rhode Island School of Design with a degree, but I'm also a certified paralegal from BU. And I am very aware of the injustice when it comes to parental values and rights that have been happening in this country. I found out about it in 2007, when it actually happened to me. So here I was going through a divorce in Germany, happened to come to Rhode Island 2 weeks vacation. On my way here with my two children, Matthias and Joseph Kufner, for a 2-week vacation trip. I was supposed to get an operation on my foot. I had planned an operation for my son. He had serious otitis media, and all of that with the full knowledge of my husband, or separated husband at the time. I was not divorced. And he even spoke to my children on the plane on the way here. 6 days after I arrived, I noticed 2 cars following us. Actually, it became 2 cars with 2 men each. They happened to be retired FBI agents that were hired and contracted by my ex-husband to follow us everywhere we went. They literally dropped off orders, about 4 orders in an envelope at my parents' door in Cumberland. Somehow there was a case that was opened and filed. Exactly the same day I went to the Cumberland Police Department and brought them evidence of 4 child pornography pictures of my own children that was taken by their father, which I happened to find. And I was prevented in Germany from bringing to the local police because, we're in Germany, we're out in the middle of the country. He already called the police and told them I'm a crazy American. So they weren't listening to me. And of course, I didn't have the vocabulary in German language to even know what I was trying to describe. But the police officers were so devastated by what I showed them, they literally woke up a judge at 12 o'clock midnight, the family court, and ordered an emergency temporary custody order. But before I could do anything, did not realize I was walking into a trap. My ex-husband for over a year was saying that I was going to kidnap my children if he doesn't gain sole custody, but the German courts were not paying attention to him, so what he did was set up a trap that looked like I was kidnapping my children. So they bribed it. They got a judge he got 6 law firms, got a judge to believe that I had been missing for 3 months. Now I know all this, but before I didn't, that he had just found me, and that he has to gain custody, and he filed an international child abduction case on me. Although there was no due process, I had no lawyer, I had nothing, I just had court orders already signed by William E. Judge Smith, placed in front of an envelope by these hired retired FBI agents. $20,000 later paid them. I don't even know how much he paid the judge to do this and violate law. But he took over jurisdiction over an international child abduction with a parent who doesn't even have sole physical custody, has a visitation or custody order, visitation only. Under the Hague Convention Treaty, you cannot even file an abduction case unless you have sole physical custody. And at that point, I had it not only in Germany, sole physical custody with him as visitation rights, but I had a temporary custody order given to me by the Rhode Island Family Court because of the fact that they saw that my children were in danger. Well, not only in that order was I was prevented from taking my children out of the state limits of Rhode Island. Within that envelope, this judge signed 4 orders when I didn't even have legal representation. I don't live in this country, nothing. So under the Hague Convention, this is not used to be, it was not used to gain custody of children. Well, that judge just basically violated every law in the book. Not only an international treaty, but he also violated legal law in the United States. Within 6 weeks, I lost temporary custody of my children with a gag order. We all know gag orders are not legal either. And this one was a gag order with chambers meeting over conference call. My attorneys, which I had fired right before this, so he shouldn't have even brought those attorneys in, placed a gag order on my attorneys so they would not let me know that as of that day, there was an order issued to transfer custody over to my separated husband. Now, this is all happening in the United States. Now, Hague Convention clearly says no one without physical sole custody can file under the Hague under a child abduction. Now, first of all, I wasn't abducting my children. I was here for a 2-week vacation. And the only person that actually literally kidnapped me was my ex-husband and the judge and all the attorneys to hide evidence of 45 child pornography pictures, which even my ex-husband now said he admitted on the stand that he took the pictures. But in Germany, he wasn't saying he took them. He said that somebody else took them. So those pictures prove, they were confirmed by state police, FBI, everyone. But now my kids were shipped out of the country back to Germany. I never saw them again. That was 2007. So with the order that prevented me from leaving the state limits of Rhode Island to go to Boston to get on my plane, I could not return to Germany. So who kidnapped my kids? The judge, my ex-husband, the attorneys. There was another order that said I had to hand over my children's passports to the court 2 days before my return flight. Well, it's kind of obvious you cannot fly on a plane without passports. My children were American citizens. The judge also violated a passport protection program, which I already installed a year earlier because I knew that my ex-husband was trying to get his hands on the passports. But he's not an American citizen, so he could not have my children's American passports. Well, guess what this judge did? Gave him the passports, and my ex-husband left the state of Rhode Island and went back to Germany, and I was never to see my children again. So this is what you call parental alienation. But this is the reason why I got involved with this. I got a certification as a paralegal because I found the justice system here in the United States was taking parental rights against anyone that was protecting their children from an abuser or from even just getting medical information for their kids or trying to find out what's wrong. This has turned into a global war against parental rights. The governments are taking your rights away from you being able to protect your children, educate your children, get medical treatment for your children. There's a video that I will post below my video because it will show you that even if this has not affected you, it is affecting you sooner or later because you can see the educational system has totally changed, which is why I started the Melo Project Runway. They're not just taking away creativity from your schools. They're starting to bring in educational material that is not age appropriate. You will see parents in this video below that I post. Please look at it. If you don't believe me, you think this is crazy, it's just got to do with divorce and custody. No, my ex-husband's a pedophile. Bottom line, hands on, no. I mean, every criminal authority has agreed. But do you see them going to go save my children? No. Now it's 2017, they're 17, 18, they're manipulating, they hate me. But this is happening all across the board. You can just go to a doctor right now, 2 parents to seek medical help. And then suddenly you have CPS or DHS at your door taking your child away. They're calling it medical neglect. Or if you don't want to send your kids to school, you want to homeschool, they're coming after you. But even if none of this is happening to you, what is happening to you is that they're using the money from your Social Security and they're giving it to the DCYF and CPS so they can give it to foster care parents. Now, if they're talking about safety of your children, they're actually giving them to abusive people. There are kids dying in the system. Your kids are being used for kids for cash. This has become a money-making child kidnapping. Not just in America, it's in Canada It's in England. It's in Australia. It's in Germany. I saw it there. They've been doing it. Hey, the Germans started it first. That was the Jugendamt. That Hitler set that up so they can break up families, so they control the kids better. Well, guess what? Your money, Social Security money, has been taken, stolen from your own knowledge and given to foster care parents so they can take these stolen kids, get paid to take them. Now, if you shouldn't be angry about anything, you should be getting away with getting angry with that. I mean, how do you think they fund these foster care parents? That's why most of these kids are running away. They're getting abused. They don't care who they give it to. They can be beaten, bruised, and they say they protect. They ignore these families. They just walk away because why? They're making money off of kidnapping and selling your kids into child pornography, child trafficking. This is happening everywhere. And on January 3rd, 2018, we are calling it a citizen's arrest of the entire planet because everyone now is involved. Truckers, Walmart people are not going to go to work. Stop and Shop people are not going to work. We want you not to buy a thing. We don't want you to buy gas. We don't want you to buy Dunkin' Donuts coffee, any coffee. We don't want you to buy online. We don't want you to be buying anything on that day. Don't even call in sick to work. We want to shut down this planet because I think it's time that you see the true enemy that we're facing. Parental rights. People, if you even take your child, they're going to go after you're in the system. They go back after your grandchildren. They're going after everyone. You don't understand their agenda. Their agenda is to break up the family. If you look right now and listen to the video, Supreme Court ruling, parental rights are taken away from you little by little. It's gone now. And we did not know that they were placing these laws that prevented parents from having any control over your own children. Like I said, if you're going to get angry of anything, they're going to come up with something now. They're going to take away your Social Security to hide the fact that the Social Security money is empty. It's done. There is nothing there left. How are they going to refill that amount of money they just took from you? So everyone is we're joining forces on a global level. This is not an isolated situation. And it's been going on for decades. We have Bill Windsor. You can go on Bill Windsor, YouTube that, Lawless America. You'll find my video. You'll find millions across the country. They even had to arrest him to keep him shut up because he was going to place this as a movie. But you know what? I think the videos online all over YouTube is more than enough. It's bigger than the movie anyways would have been. So he did his job. Then we had Congresswoman Nancy Schaefer. Look her up. You can see she exposed the DCYF and CPS. And what did they do with her? So all these martyrs have done their job. And now it's our turn to make a stand. There's so many things out there that we have to worry about. But right now, I think every parent right now should be worried that they don't have parental rights anymore. Can you believe they would go to that extreme? So everyone now, I'm asking everybody to join me. If there's anybody else in Rhode Island, please call me, please contact me. But as you can see, I am doing my job. I may have lost my children and spending the most important years of their life and may or may not see this video because they're going to believe whatever they were told. Apparently I'm a kidnapper, but if I was a kidnapper, I would have been put in jail. Come on, let's be real. So I was protecting against someone who already has abuse in his family. He was sexually abused by his own father. Him and his sister were raised by him. 99.9% they turn out to be like them. But how did I know this? No, I didn't. The most nicest person on the planet could be your worst enemy. The most dangerous person is usually someone right around you. So anyways, everyone, I have decided to take up the leadership of Rhode Island, and I'm asking everybody, even though anyone, all my friends, all around the world, minha família, vocês não compram nada. Gasolina, café, vai fora, comprar, comer. Vocês não querem ninguém na minha família, tudo no mundo. Não compra nada no dia 3 de janeiro. 3 de janeiro. Não compra nada. Não compra nada, 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 nada. Okay? Todo mundo vai agora. So everyone, remember, here I am advocating. And this is my job, and I take it very seriously. So join with us on January 3rd. Everywhere around the world. No one buy a thing. Do not buy gas. Do not travel. Do not buy anything online. Lower your heats. Do anything to make this world stand still. And only together will we stop and get our parental rights. Because if you don't do anything right now, God forbid, you're going to find out how bad this is going to be. And right now we have to do something about it. Thank you so much. Bye.